Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to get all and in glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakatadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstone, rule web, and a great example to the younger brothers in the truth, and peace and blessing to the hopeful elect, and Lord willing, this edifying. And this is another video from GMS Awakening 14, GMS Awakening 144, Ba. And it's the elder Amawan Gabar, if I'm not mistaken. I know this. Amawan Gabar. And this another lesson, and it's titled, this basically it's titled "The Elect Will Eat During Famine. Doomsday Preppers Don't Have a Clue." But that's pretty much it. I'm gonna get straight into it, and I got a couple precepts. Cause hey, we gonna eat, man. All these people prepping and doing all this old extra shit, that ain't gonna save them in the times to come. But let's get into it.
When Jason Charles was growing up, his mom told him in an emergency she would grab their photo albums. He had another plan.
I developed this little bag with like my toys and it wasn't a real bug out bag, it was just a kid's. And that was the first time I started diving into prepping.
The New York City firefighter is a prepper and proud of it.
It's just a person who wants to be prepared for whatever disaster or emergencies might happen.
Charles has supplies in his apartment for 6 months and a storage unit with 6 to 9 months of goods. After spending $5,000, he stopped keeping track of his budget.
And COVID struck, and then the civil unrest, the riots, right? Now they're talking about food shortage later this year.
Charles runs the Angry Prepper YouTube channel, which has almost 30,000 subscribers. He shows off his gear and tests out his escape route. He demos making supplies like Inferno bricks. He's also been featured on National Geographic's Doomsday Preppers.
And you should think the worst is going to happen.
Charles might not be most people, but 20% of Americans said they have spent money on survival materials, according to review site Finder. Sales of luxury bunkers are up. The Vivos Group said business has increased 600%. Its Indiana bunkers start at $35,000. Is thinking of the worst case
There's a community in West Virginia that is prepared for the coronavirus. Today, we talked with what many people call the Doomsday Preppers.
There is actually a survivalist community in West Virginia. It is built, allegedly, to outlast a major pandemic. Fox 5's Stephanie Ramirez got a look inside.
Guys, this is Fortitude Ranch in West Virginia. The staff here tells me they've been preparing for a major crisis for about 7 years now. And now that we're talking about coronavirus, well, the staff says they're ready to go.
From its conception, that's its very purpose. It goes along with our motto, prepare for the worst, enjoy the present.
COO and Operations Manager Stephen Renee says for safety reasons, they don't want to say how many people they can hold or where exactly they're located. He does say Fortitude Ranch is a 100-acre survivalist compound located in the foothills of the Shenandoah Mountains in West Virginia. It backs up to the George Washington National Forest. While you can enjoy the present, this is a bed and breakfast for members on its off seasons.
Bunkers, there's 2 on the property.
They're prepared to close off to the public with armed guards should something serious break out, like a civil war or a devastating pandemic. Renee's background includes time in the Army and humanitarian work. The creator of this place is also military and studied at Harvard.
If people don't cooperate and it really starts to get out of hand because the economy tanks, and everybody's out of work and then at one another's throats, well, that's why a place like this exists. You can get away from that.
On site are spacious rooms and common areas. Then you have underground shelters. This one can fit around 20 people. They have a 3-month supply of food for members. There's solar panels, wells. It's supposed to outlast any emergency as a self-contained ecosystem.
So that means you have the ability to be able to hunt and to fish. We have chickens, we have goats. We actually have cattle on reserve for when we need them for milk and to be able to use them to make jerky and have fresh meat.
Before the coronavirus pandemic, Renee says their team was called crazy. Now he's expecting to sell out membership by the end of next month. They're prepared for the worst case scenario, but his message to everyone is...
The main thing that we want to get across is for people to think this thing through, to have a plan, whether you're a member or you're not a member.
Membership is around $1,000 per person per year. I'm told the basic membership, sold out. Back to you.
Shalom. Want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh.
And that was the elder. But that's the point, man. Hey, these people prepping for something that's unpreppable, man. You can't prep for the day of the Lord, man. Hey, all that prepping is for nothing, man. You know, but hey, they a step ahead of you dummies, man, who not doing a damn thing, man. Who think everything just all fine and dandy, you know. Run around here still partying and playing and bullshitting all day. You gonna be destroyed swiftly, man. You know. But these preppers, they gonna be destroyed as well, man. And they storing up. Hey, that's for the elect, man. The elect gonna get those goods in those times, cause the scriptures say we gonna eat, man. But let's get this precept. This is what you're supposed to be storing up. This Matthew chapter 6 and verse 19. Lay up not for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. All this stuff they prepping, all these things they doing. Hey, ultimately, somebody can break through and steal that, man. Ultimately, somebody that can moth and rust can corrupt that, man. You know. Verse 20 it say, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through and nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So these people treasure is that shit they prepping. That's they treasure, man. And preppers, what they preppers, they getting gold. They stacking up on gold and silver. They stacking up on weapons. They stacking up on food. They stacking up on shelters, different things to protect them in those times. But at the end of the day, they can be put to death and somebody can take everything they got. They shelter, they food, they gold, all these different things, man. So that's not going to save them, man. But what we stacking up, this is going to save us, man. Let's go to the next precept. Isaiah 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Yeah, wisdom and knowledge is going to be the stability of the times to come, man. Not doomsday prepping, not being an angry prepper, man. That's not going to save you, man. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Yeah, the fear of the Lord is our treasure, man. This wisdom, knowledge, understand the fear of the Lord, wisdom, knowledge, everything falls within the fear of the Lord. Because before you get anything, you gotta fear the Lord, man. Before you get knowledge or wisdom, you have to fear the Lord first, man. But this what we prepping, what we storing up in heaven, man. We storing up our treasures in heaven by gaining and obtaining wisdom, knowledge, learning about the Lord, all the things we learning in the scriptures, and repenting, for the most part, repenting, being obedient to the best of our ability. That's how we storing up our treasures in heaven, doing this work, man, teaching. That's that's gonna keep us stable in the times to come, man. All that prepping they doing, that shit for naught, man. They gonna die, man. Let's see what else I got. Isaiah 35, 65 and 13. It say, therefore thus saith Yahweh power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart and howl for vexation of spirits, man. And that's the point, man. How are we going to be doing that, man? Because we storing up our treasures in heaven, man. Wisdom and knowledge is going to be the stability of the times to come. That's how we going to, escape all these things that's finna come to pass, man. You know? Because it's finna get bad. This Matthew chapter 24 and verse 21 and 22. It say, for then shall be great tribulation, such as not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. So, hey, the scripture just said, hey, it's finna be a time so bad that ain't no flesh gonna be saved unless the time be shortened, man. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So for our sake, the elect, Lord willing, we are that number. Lord willing, we are that number. For our sakes, the days are gonna be shortened, man. It ain't safe for the purpose sake, cause these people don't fear the Lord, man. They have the prepper ain't thinking about the Lord, man. It's all about what they gonna do, man. They've been prepping for 35 years, so this, I'm ready for this time. No, you ain't, man. You're not ready for apparitions, man. So you can be in a bunker somewhere, but what about the apparitions, man? What about your mind being plagued by demons, man, and the Lord getting you that way, man? What about that, man? You people gonna be turning on one. All you preppers think y'all tied together. Look, we gonna do this. We gonna do this. Prepping groups. Y'all gonna turn on each other and fight one another, man, and kill each other, man. That's what y'all finna do, man. It ain't gonna go how y'all think it's gonna go. Y'all gonna be buddy. The Lord say he come not to send peace on the earth, but a sword, man. The only way you gonna be saved is if you do this, man. This Psalms 91 and verse 1, it say, he that dwelleth in the secret places of the Most High, shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And the secret places of the Most High is within the congregation of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Within this body, man. Teaching and doing his work in truth and sincerity, man. Abiding in that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man. Repenting, man. Being obedient to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. That's the secret places. This truth, man. Verse 2, it say, I will say of the Lord, he is my fortress, I will say of Yahweh, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in him will I trust. So we got to trust in the Lord when these times come. Wisdom and knowledge, faith, falls within wisdom and knowledge, man. Having faith, man. Being obedient, doing what thus said the Lord. That's wisdom, man. The beginning of wisdom is to fear the Lord, man. Wisdom is the law, statutes, and commandments, man. It say, verse 3, surely he will deliver me from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth it shall be thy shield and buckler. His truth. So this truth is that secret place, man. This truth that we have shall be thy shield and buckler, man. This gonna be our protection, man, in the times to come. Not prepping, man. Getting damn beans and sardines, man. That shit ain't gonna save you, man. Glocks and AKs. That's not gonna save you, man. You gonna die with your Glock, man. You gonna die with your can of sardines, and somebody else gonna eat it, man. This truth, though, shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid. Verse 5, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by day, nor the arrow that flieth by the terror by night, nor the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. So these the COVID-19, all these different things that's hitting the earth, the storms, and ultimately the nuclear missiles, man. That's why they buying bunkers. You know, the race wars, all these things. We ain't gonna be afraid of these things, man. You know? Why? Because we we got the shield and buckler, man. And that's this truth, man. You know, and Lord willing, we stay in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua to the end, and we gonna be saved, man. You know? Verse 7, it say, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Because thou hast made Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, which is my refuge, even the Most High, Yahweh, thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling, man. Verse 11. And this is what we prepped up with, man. We don't need no guns. We don't need no food. We don't need to do none of that shit, man. You know, ain't nothing wrong. You got a legal gun and it's, you know, it's legal. Ain't nothing wrong with getting a little extra food when you go to the store, man, and sitting it back for when this second lockdown. Cause ain't nothing wrong with doing stuff like that. Cause, you know, but you got pantry closet stacked up with food, and you got 30 guns and all that shit. Hey, man, unless you been had it, you know what I'm saying? And it's just a hobby or something. But you can't trust in none of those things is what I want to say. You know, like I'm talking about guns, because some people probably was in the guns before they even knew anything about the truth and just like collect guns. Like some people collect guns, some people collect little toy cars or airplanes, different. You know, people got hobby, but if you got them just because you trust in them, oh, you, it ain't gonna save you, man. You know, you can have as many Glocks and 4.5s you want, man. That shit ain't gonna save you, man. You can have the bullets and all that, man. It ain't gonna save you, man. That's what the people of the world doing, man. You know, see, we got something that store up your treasures in heaven where moth and rust do if not corrupt. We got something that don't corrupt, man. We got something that other people don't have, man. And that's this truth. You know? Verse 11, it say, for he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways, that they shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion. Well, that's pretty much the point. I'll just keep going. It say, thou shalt tread upon the lion and the adder, the young lion and the dragon, thou shalt trample under feet, because he hath set his love upon me. Therefore will I deliver him, and I will set him on high, because he have known my name. So the name is another thing that you gonna have to know, man. You know, so if you listen to people, you know, these different camps talking about the name no matter, hollering about Christ this and Christ that, hey, you gonna be destroyed, man. You know? Because you don't know the name, man. Verse 15, he shall call upon me, and I will answer him, and I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and shew him my salvation, man. So that's what we, hey, that's what we waiting on, man. All the rest of that shit, fuck it, man. You know? Let's get this one. This last one, Proverbs 11:4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. You know, so hey, all that, and riches, food is riches, man. Food is a necessity, man. Gold is riches, man. People buying up all the gold, you know, thinking they gonna corner them up, buy all this gold, and then we gonna, you know, when the dollar collapse, we gonna get shit back flowing. And no, man, that ain't gonna happen, man. Your gold is not gonna save you in the day of the Lord, man. You know, you gonna cast that shit out in the streets, man. That shit gonna get burnt up. You know. Well, let's read it again. Riches profit not in the day of wrath. So your gold, your food, your guns, land. That shit ain't gonna profit you in the day of the Lord's wrath, man. If you ain't got yourself right with the Lord, man, hey, that shit ain't gonna help you, man. You can prep, you can build fortresses and all these different things, but that shit ain't gonna help you, man. But righteousness delivereth from death, man. You know? And what's righteousness, man? Doing the work, man. Storing up your treasures in heaven, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man. Increasing in knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, studying. Present your body a living sacrifice. Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your abilities. Rehearsing the righteous act to the best of your ability. Doing the things that please the Lord, man. That's righteousness, man. And that's what's going to deliver you from death in the times to come, man. Not being an angry prepper, man. So that's pretty much it. Lord willing, this will edify, and I want to end it giving infinite honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, Rule Web, and a great example to the younger brothers in the truth. And peace and blessings to the hopefully Lord willing, is edifying. Shalom. Kwam Yashala and Abba Baba. Shalom.